Hey there, amazing folks of Serene Senior Life. Welcome back to our cozy corner of the internet, where we're all about living vibrantly, staying strong, and embracing every moment of this beautiful season of life. I'm so thrilled you're here today because we're diving into something that's close to my heart, and I bet it's close to yours too. It's about keeping our bodies strong, our spirits high, and our mornings full of energy, especially if you're over 60. So, grab a cup of tea, settle into your favorite chair, and let's have a heart-to-heart about something that happens every single night while you're tucked in bed, dreaming away. Did you know that your muscles could be quietly slipping away as you sleep? It's true, and it's something we don't talk about nearly enough. But don't worry, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to share a game-changing secret that's backed by science and as simple as what you choose to eat before you hit the pillow. Picture this. You're over 60, maybe 65, 70, or even 80. And you're still out there living life on your terms. Maybe you're taking those morning walks with your grandkids, tending to your garden, or dancing at your favorite community event. You're active, you're vibrant, and you want to stay that way. But here's the thing, after 60, our bodies start to play by different rules. Research tells us that we can lose up to 8% of our muscle mass every decade once we hit that milestone. That's not just a number. It's the strength that lets you carry your groceries, climb the stairs, or get up from a chair without a second thought. And here's the kicker. A big chunk of that muscle loss doesn't just happen while you're out and about, it happens at night. While you're fast asleep, it's like your body's sneaking behind your back, quietly breaking down muscle tissue to fuel itself because it's not getting the right nourishment. But here's the good news. My friends, you have the power to stop it. And it's not about spending hours in the gym or eating complicated meals. It's about a small, intentional shift in your nighttime routine that can protect your muscles, rebuild your strength, and have you waking up feeling ready to take on the day. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Really? Something as simple as what I eat before bed can make that big a difference? Absolutely, it can. Science is on our side here. Studies have shown that eating certain foods 30 to 60 minutes before you go to sleep can flip the switch from muscle breakdown to muscle repair. It's like giving your body a little love note that says, hey, let's keep these muscles strong while we rest. And the best part? These foods aren't exotic or hard to find. They're sitting in your kitchen right now, or at your local grocery store, waiting to work their magic. We're talking about things that are not only good for your muscles, but also easy on your stomach, great for your sleep, and, let's be honest, pretty darn delicious too. Imagine waking up in the morning with a little more pep in your step, a little less stiffness in your joints, and a whole lot of confidence knowing you're doing something powerful to stay strong and independent. That's what this is all about. So why does this muscle loss thing happen at night, anyway? Let's break it down. When you go to sleep, your body enters a natural fasting state. For 6, 8, maybe even 10 hours, it's not getting any new fuel. Without the right nutrients, especially protein, your body starts to dip into its reserves, and guess where it goes first? Your muscles. This process, called catabolism, is like your body borrowing energy from your muscle tissue to keep things running. And as we age, this gets trickier. After 60, our bodies develop something called anabolic resistance, which is a fancy way of saying we don't process protein as efficiently as we used to. Even if you're eating a healthy diet during the day, your muscles might still be starving at night when they should be rebuilding. It's like trying to build a house without enough bricks. You're not going to get very far. But here's where it gets exciting. By eating the right foods before bed, you can give your body those bricks. You can stop the breakdown, spark new muscle growth, and wake up stronger than you were the day before. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Think about how it feels when you wake up in the morning. Maybe you've noticed it's a little harder to get out of bed some days. Maybe your knees creak, or your shoulders feel a bit tight. Or maybe you're just not as energized as you'd like to be for that morning walk or that coffee date with your friends. Now, picture this. You make one small change to your evening routine. You eat a specific food, something simple and tasty, about an hour before bed. You sleep soundly, and when you wake up, you feel a little more limber, a little more refreshed, and a lot more ready to take on the day. That's not just a dream, it's what the latest research is showing us. Studies, like one from the British Journal of Nutrition, have found that certain bedtime snacks can boost muscle protein synthesis. That's the process of building and repairing muscle by up to 31% while you sleep. That's not just maintaining what you've got. That's actually growing stronger while you rest. And for those of us over 60, that's a game changer. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know where you're watching from and how old you are. Are you in sunny Florida, maybe chilly Minnesota, or somewhere across the globe? Are you 62, 75, or proudly 80 and beyond? Let's connect as a community and see how many of us are out there, choosing to live strong and vibrant as we age. Your stories inspire me, and I know they inspire others too. Now, let's get to the good stuff, those foods that can make all the difference. We're going to count them down from number 8 to number 1, and each one is backed by science, easy to find, and ready to help you stay strong. First up, picture this. It's about an hour before bed, you're winding down, maybe watching a favorite show or reading a good book. You head to the kitchen for a little something to tide you over until morning. What do you reach for? If you said cottage cheese, you're already ahead of the game. That's right. Cottage cheese is our number 8, and before you roll your eyes and think, that old school snack? Hear me out. This isn't just your grandma's diet food. Cottage cheese is like a secret weapon for your muscles, especially for those of us over 60. What makes it so special? It's all about casein, a slow-digesting protein that acts like a steady drip of nourishment for your muscles all night long. Unlike the quick-hit proteins you might get from a daytime snack, casein releases amino acids into your bloodstream for 6 to 8 hours, which is perfect for that long stretch of sleep when your body's in repair mode. I know, cottage cheese doesn't exactly scream superfood, but the science begs to differ. There's a study from the British Journal of Nutrition that had me floored. They looked at older adults who ate a casein-rich snack, like cottage cheese, before bed, and guess what? They saw a 31% increase in muscle protein synthesis during sleep compared to those who didn't eat anything. That's not just holding on to muscle, that's building it while you're dreaming about your next adventure. For anyone over 60, this is huge. It means better mobility, better balance, and more energy to do the things you love, whether that's chasing after grandkids or tending to your rose garden. So how do you make this work? It's simple. About 30 to 60 minutes before bed, grab half a cup of cottage cheese. If you're watching your fat intake, go for the low-fat version. It's just as effective. And here's where you can have a little fun with it. Slice up a banana for a touch of natural sweetness, sprinkle on some cinnamon, or drizzle just a tiny bit of honey. Keep the sugar low, though, because we want to keep your sleep undisturbed. The banana's potassium is a bonus. It helps your muscles relax, which can mean fewer cramps and a more restful night. Now, here's a little extra magic in cottage cheese. It's got tryptophan, that amino acid that helps your body make melatonin and serotonin. Those are the compounds that lull you into a deep, restorative sleep. So you're not just feeding your muscles, you're setting yourself up for a night of pure, blissful rest. I've heard from so many of our community members who've tried this, and they tell me they wake up feeling less stiff, more refreshed, and ready to tackle the day. One viewer, Linda from Ohio, shared that she started eating cottage cheese before bed and noticed her morning walks felt easier within just a couple of weeks. That's the kind of real-world impact we're talking about here. It's affordable, it's easy to find, and it's a small change that can make a big difference. So, if you've got a tub of cottage cheese sitting in your fridge, don't let it go to waste. Let's keep this momentum going with another classic you probably already love, hard-boiled eggs. I can almost hear you saying, eggs? For a bedtime snack? Trust me, they're not just for breakfast anymore. These little powerhouses are perfect for keeping your muscles strong as you age, and they're so easy to incorporate into your evening routine. Each egg packs about 6 grams of complete protein, which means it's got all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and maintain muscle. But what really makes eggs stand out is their leucine content. Leucine is like the spark plug for muscle growth. It's the amino acid that tells your muscles, hey, it's time to get to work. And as we get older, our muscles need a little extra leucine to kick things into gear because of that anabolic resistance we talked about earlier. Eggs deliver it in spades, and they do it in a way that's gentle on your system. There's a study from 2021 in the journal Nutrients that really drives this home. They followed adults over 60 who added whole eggs to their nightly routine for 12 weeks. The results? Those who ate eggs retained 19% more muscle mass than those who didn't. And they also saw a boost in IGF-1, a hormone that helps with recovery and declines as we age. More IGF-1 means less soreness, faster healing, and stronger muscles. Even if you're not hitting the gym every day. I love how practical eggs are, too. You can boil a batch on Sunday, keep them in the fridge, and just grab one or two about 30 minutes before bed. They're easy to digest, they won't spike your blood sugar, and they're naturally low in calories, so you don't have to worry about feeling heavy before sleep. Want to make them even better? Try sprinkling a little turmeric and black pepper on your hard-boiled eggs. Turmeric's got anti-inflammatory properties, and black pepper helps your body absorb its active ingredient, curcumin. It's like giving your muscles a double dose of love. Or, if you want a bit more substance, pair your egg with a slice of avocado. The healthy fats in avocado slow down digestion, keeping those amino acids flowing steadily through the night. I know some of you might be thinking, eggs at night? That's new, but give it a try. They're quick, they're satisfying, and they're a total win for your muscles. One of our viewers, Tom from Texas, told me he started eating a hard-boiled egg before bed and noticed he wasn't as sore after his golf games. That's the kind of real-life difference we're aiming for. Now, let's talk about another food that might surprise you: tuna packed in olive oil. I know, it's not the first thing you think of for a bedtime snack, but stick with me because this combo is a powerhouse. Tuna is one of the most protein-dense foods out there, delivering all the essential amino acids, including a hefty dose of leucine. But what makes this extra special is the olive oil. Unlike tuna packed in water, the olive oil adds healthy fats that slow down digestion, so those amino acids are released gradually throughout the night. It's like setting up a slow-release fuel system for your muscles while you sleep. There's a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that tested this exact combination, protein plus healthy fats, in older adults. Those who ate something like tuna and olive oil before bed saw a 34% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis. They woke up with less stiffness, better vitamin D absorption, and even lower inflammation markers. That's not just about muscles, that's about moving easier and feeling stronger all day long. Here's how to make it work for you. Scoop out half a can of tuna packed in olive oil. No need to drain it, because that oil is part of the magic. Eat it plain if you're keeping it simple. Or add a few slices of cucumber or a couple of whole grain crackers for a little crunch. If you want a bit of flavor, a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of sea salt does the trick. Just steer clear of heavy dressings or mayo, which can be too much for your stomach at night. Tuna's leucine content is one of the highest of any natural food, which makes it a top pick for fighting that age-related muscle loss we call sarcopenia. And the olive oil, it's not just about slowing digestion. It's packed with omega-3s that help reduce inflammation, which is a big deal when you're over 60. Inflammation can make your joints ache and your muscles feel weaker, so this is like a one-two punch for better mobility and strength. I remember chatting with my neighbor, Maria, who's 72 and loves her evening walks with her dog. She started keeping a can of tuna and olive oil in her pantry for a quick bedtime snack, and she swears it's helped her feel less creaky in the mornings. She even mixes it with a little avocado for a creamy treat. It's stories like hers that remind me how small changes can lead to big results. Now, let's talk about a food that feels like a treat, even though it's working hard for your muscles: Greek yogurt. If you've ever spooned into that thick, creamy goodness, you know it feels like a dessert you don't have to feel guilty about. Greek yogurt is a muscle recovery superstar, especially for those of us over 60. What makes it so special? It's packed with casein protein, just like cottage cheese, which means it's slow digesting and keeps your muscles fueled all night long. But it doesn't stop there. Greek yogurt also brings gut-boosting probiotics and bone-strengthening calcium to the table, which are so important as we age. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is triple-strained, so it's denser in protein, lower in sugar, and more satisfying. It's like the ultimate bedtime snack that works while you rest, helping you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to move. There's some great research to back this up. A study in Frontiers in Nutrition looked at older adults who ate a small serving of Greek yogurt before bed for 6 weeks. The results were incredible. They saw a 26% jump in muscle protein synthesis during sleep. But it gets better. Their muscle mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses that keep your muscles strong and energized, started working more efficiently. That means less morning stiffness, more mobility, and a boost in energy that makes those sluggish mornings a thing of the past. I don't know about you, but I love the idea of a snack that not only protects my muscles, but also helps me feel more lively when I wake up. So, how do you make this part of your routine? It's super easy. About 30 to 45 minutes before bed, grab half a cup of plain Greek yogurt, full fat or low fat, depending on your preference. Skip the flavored kinds, because they're often loaded with hidden sugars that can mess with your sleep and recovery. If plain yogurt feels a bit too tart, toss in some fresh berries, blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries for a burst of natural sweetness and antioxidants. Or sprinkle on a pinch of cinnamon or a few drops of pure vanilla extract for a cozy, comforting vibe. If you want to take it up a notch, stir in a teaspoon of chia seeds. They add fiber and omega-3s, which help with digestion and keep you feeling full longer. Greek yogurt's calcium is another big win. It supports muscle contractions, strengthens your bones, and even helps calm your nervous system, so you're less likely to deal with those annoying nighttime cramps. Plus, those probiotics? They're not just good for your gut. A healthy gut means better nutrient absorption, less inflammation, and stronger muscles overall. It's like a domino effect of goodness, all from one simple snack. I was chatting with my friend Carol, who's 67 and loves her yoga classes. She told me she started eating Greek yogurt before bed after noticing her muscles felt sore after her sessions. Within a few weeks, she said her mornings felt easier, and she wasn't waking up with that tight, achy feeling anymore. That's the kind of change that makes you smile, isn't it? Greek yogurt is smooth, nourishing, and so versatile, you can make it your own while knowing it's doing amazing things for your body. Now, let's move on to a warm, comforting favorite, golden turmeric milk. If you've never tried this before, you're in for a treat. It's like wrapping yourself in a cozy blanket, but for your muscles and your soul. Golden turmeric milk isn't just a soothing drink to help you unwind. It's a powerhouse for muscle repair, inflammation reduction, and better sleep, especially for those of us over 60. Let's start with the milk itself. Whether you go for dairy or a plant-based option like almond or oat milk, milk is loaded with casein protein, which we know is fantastic for feeding your muscles all night. It's also got calcium for strong bones and muscle contractions, tryptophan to help you drift off, and vitamin D to boost muscle function and immunity. For years, warm milk has been a go-to for better sleep, but when you add turmeric, it becomes something truly special. Turmeric's secret weapon is curcumin, a natural compound that's a rock star at fighting inflammation. And let's be real, chronic inflammation is a big reason why our joints ache and our muscles feel weaker as we age. When you pair curcumin with the protein in milk, you get a drink that not only nourishes your muscles but also helps them heal and recover while you sleep. There's a 2022 study in Nutritional Neuroscience that really brings this home. Older adults who drank a protein-rich drink with turmeric before bed saw a 32% boost in muscle protein synthesis, plus less morning soreness and better joint mobility. That's the kind of result that can make your daily walks or gardening sessions feel so much easier. Making golden turmeric milk is a breeze. Warm up 1 cup of milk. Just warm, not boiling. If dairy's not your thing, pick a calcium-fortified plant-based milk with some protein, like soy or pea milk. Stir in a 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric and a dash of black pepper. Yes, pepper. It helps your body absorb the curcumin. If you like a touch of sweetness, a small drizzle of honey does the trick. Sip this golden goodness about 30 minutes before bed and let it work its magic. It's not just about muscles, it's calming your nervous system, easing inflammation, and helping you slip into those deep, restorative sleep cycles where your body does its best repair work. I tried this myself a few months ago, and I swear, it's like a warm hug in a mug. I wake up feeling less creaky and more ready to take on my morning stretch routine. If you're looking for a nighttime ritual that's equal parts comforting and powerful, golden turmeric milk is your new best friend. Let's keep going with another food that's more than just a tasty treat, almond butter. I know what you're thinking, almond butter as a bedtime snack? Oh yes, my friends, this creamy, nutty spread is so much more than something you smear on toast. It's a muscle-friendly powerhouse that's perfect for those of us over 60. Almond butter brings a trio of goodness: plant-based protein, heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, and key nutrients like magnesium and vitamin E. Together, they nourish your muscles, reduce inflammation, and help you sleep like a dream. Unlike sugary snacks that give you a quick spike and then a crash, almond butter keeps your blood sugar steady, so your body has a constant source of fuel during that overnight fasting period. There's a 2020 study in Nutrients that really highlights why this is so effective. Older adults who ate a small amount of almond-based fat before bed retained 17% more nitrogen overnight, a key marker of muscle preservation. Even better, they had lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone that can eat away at your muscles while you sleep. That means almond butter isn't just feeding your muscles, it's protecting them from stress-related damage. How do you make it work? 1 tablespoon about 30 minutes before bed is all you need. Eat it straight off the spoon if you're keeping it simple. Or spread it on a slice of whole grain toast or a few apple slices for a satisfying crunch. Just make sure you're choosing natural almond butter, just almonds, and maybe a pinch of salt. Skip the ones with added sugars or oils, because those can cancel out the benefits. What I love about almond butter is its magnesium. This mineral is like a natural muscle relaxer, helping to prevent those pesky nighttime cramps and calming your nervous system for deeper sleep. If you're someone who tosses and turns or wakes up feeling restless, this could be a game changer. Plus, the healthy fats keep you satisfied, so you're not waking up hungry in the middle of the night. I was talking to my friend James, who's 70 and loves his evening bike rides. He started eating a spoonful of almond butter before bed, and he says he's sleeping better and feeling stronger on his rides. It's such a simple addition, but it's like a quiet hero for your muscles. We're getting so close to the top now, and this next one is a little different, but it's so powerful. Tart cherry juice. If you've never tried this deep red, slightly tangy drink, you're in for a treat. It's not just a refreshing sip, it's a scientifically backed tool for muscle recovery, joint health, and better sleep, especially for those of us over 60. Tart cherry juice is loaded with anthocyanins, which are plant-based antioxidants that fight inflammation and oxidative damage. And here's the kicker. It's also a natural source of melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep cycle. So when you drink tart cherry juice before bed, you're not just nourishing your muscles, you're setting the stage for deeper, more restorative sleep that lets your body do its best repair work. It's like hitting 2 birds with 1 stone, less inflammation and better rest, which together means stronger muscles and less morning soreness. There's a fantastic study from 2019 in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition that really shows what this drink can do. They followed adults over 50 who drank tart cherry juice at night for a few weeks. The results? They reported 33% less muscle soreness in the morning, a 15% improvement in sleep efficiency, and higher antioxidant levels in their blood. That's because tart cherries help reduce oxidative stress, which tends to creep up as we age and can make our muscles feel weaker. Less stress means faster recovery, and that's a big deal when you're trying to stay active and mobile. Pour 4 to 6 ounces of 100% pure tart cherry juice. No blends or sweetened versions. Just the real stuff, about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. The flavor can be a bit sharp, so if it's too intense, you can dilute it with a splash of water or add a twist of lemon for a softer taste. What I love about tart cherry juice is that it's not just about muscles. It's also a champion for your joints. If you've ever woken up with stiff knees, hips, or shoulders, those anthocyanins can help lower inflammation in those areas, making it easier to move and sleep comfortably. And that melatonin? It's like a natural lullaby, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Deep sleep is when your body releases growth hormone, which is a key player in muscle repair and regeneration. I was talking to my friend Diane, who's 69 and loves her daily walks with her book club friends. She started drinking tart cherry juice before bed, and she told me she's not only sleeping better but also feeling less achy when she heads out for her walks. It's such a small change, but it's making a big difference in her life. Now, we've reached the star of the show, the #1 food on our list. Drumroll, please. It's the whey protein shake. I know, you might be thinking, protein shakes? Aren't those for bodybuilders or gym buffs? Not at all, my friends. Whey protein is one of the most effective, research-backed tools for anyone over 60 who wants to stay strong and slow down the effects of aging on their muscles. It's simple, it's convenient, and it's like a magic bullet for muscle preservation. Whey protein is packed with all the essential amino acids, but it's especially rich in leucine, which is like the key that unlocks your body's muscle-building machinery. As we age, we need more of it to overcome that anabolic resistance that makes it harder to maintain muscle. There's a 2021 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that really seals the deal. They looked at older adults over 65 who drank a 40-gram whey protein shake before bed. The results were jaw-dropping. a 22% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis, plus a reduction in markers of muscle loss. Over time, these folks saw improvements in strength, walking speed, and balance, even without hitting the gym. Imagine what could happen if you paired this with your morning walks or light exercise routine. Making a whey protein shake is as easy as it gets. Mix a scoop of whey protein isolate with cold water or unsweetened almond milk about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. If you want a little extra flavor, blend in half a banana, a spoonful of almond butter, or a dash of cinnamon. Just keep it simple, no sugary mixes or heavy milkshakes, because we want it to be easy on your stomach. If dairy's a concern, go for whey protein isolate or hydrolyzed whey, which are lower in lactose and super gentle on digestion. What I love about whey is that it doesn't just stop muscle loss, it promotes new muscle growth overnight. It also supports the release of hormones like IGF-1 and growth hormone, which are critical for recovery and naturally come out to play during deep sleep. I started making whey protein shakes a part of my routine a while back, and I can tell you, it's like giving my body a head start on the day. I wake up feeling stronger, more balanced, and ready to tackle whatever's on my schedule. Whether you're super active or just starting to focus on your health, a whey protein shake is like a secret weapon you can whip up in minutes. What makes whey number one? It checks every box. It's fast-absorbing, packed with muscle-building amino acids, easy to prepare, and proven to work even while you're resting. It's perfect for those evenings when your appetite's not huge, but you still want to do something good for your body. I know some of you might be new to protein shakes, but trust me, once you try it, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. It's not about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about giving your muscles the fuel they need to keep you moving, grooving, and living life on your terms. And that brings us to the heart of why we're here today. These 8 foods, cottage cheese, eggs, tuna, Greek yogurt, turmeric milk, almond butter, tart cherry juice, and whey protein, are like your personal team of cheerleaders, working through the night to keep you strong, mobile, and ready for whatever's next. I want you to picture your life a month from now, maybe 2 months. Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling a little less stiff, a little more limber, and a lot more ready to take on the day. Maybe you're walking a bit farther, carrying those grocery bags with ease, or dancing with your grandkids without worrying about how you'll feel tomorrow. That's what these small changes can do. They're not about overhauling your entire life or spending hours in the kitchen. They're about making one intentional choice before bed, 30 to 60 minutes before you turn out the light, to give your muscles the love they deserve. And the science backs it up. Studies show increases in muscle protein synthesis by 22%, 31%, even 34% when you eat these foods at night. That's not just maintaining what you've got. That's building strength, improving mobility, and setting yourself up for a more vibrant life. Let me tell you a quick story about my Aunt Margaret, who's 74 and one of the most inspiring people I know. She's always been active, but a couple of years ago, she started noticing she was getting tired more easily. Her knees were achy, and she wasn't bouncing back from her gardening sessions like she used to. I shared some of these bedtime snack ideas with her, and she decided to try cottage cheese with a few berries before bed. At first, she was skeptical, thought it was too simple to make a difference. But after a few weeks, she called me up, practically bubbling with excitement. She said her mornings felt easier. Her joints were less cranky, and she was back to tending her garden without needing a nap afterward. That's the power of these small, science-backed choices. They add up, and they can transform how you feel. Here's my challenge to you. Pick one of these foods and try it tonight. Maybe it's a hard-boiled egg with a sprinkle of turmeric, or a small glass of tart cherry juice to help you sleep like a dream. Start small, and pay attention to how you feel in the morning. Do you notice a little more spring in your step? Are your joints a bit less stiff? Is your energy just a touch higher? Keep a little journal if you like. It's a great way to track the changes and see how far you've come. And don't feel like you have to stick to just one food. Mix it up. Try Greek yogurt one night, a whey protein shake the next. Or maybe some almond butter on apple slices when you're in the mood for something crunchy. The key is consistency. Make it a part of your evening ritual, like brushing your teeth or reading a chapter of your favorite book. This is so personal for me because I've seen too many friends and family members start to slow down, not because they wanted to, but because they didn't have the right tools to keep their bodies strong. Muscle strength isn't just about physical power. It's about independence, confidence, and the joy of doing the things you love. Whether it's playing with your grandkids, traveling to new places, or simply feeling good in your own skin, these foods are here to help you get there. And you don't have to do it alone. That's why we have this amazing Serene Senior Life community. Your comments, your stories, your questions, they light up my day and remind me why we're here. So, please, drop a comment below and let me know which food you're going to try first. Tell me where you're watching from and how old you are, whether you're 60, 75, or 90. I want to hear from you. Let's inspire each other to keep living strong. Aging is a gift, but it comes with challenges. Sarcopenia, that sneaky muscle loss, doesn't have to define your journey. You have the power to fight back, and it starts with something as simple as what you eat before bed. These 8 foods are like your personal team of cheerleaders, working through the night to keep you strong, mobile, and ready for whatever's next. So, tonight, when you're winding down, take a moment to choose one. Give your body the fuel it needs to rebuild, repair, and thrive. You're not just eating a snack, you're investing in your future, in your strength, in your joy. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like. It really helps us reach more people who want to live vibrant, active lives as they age. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video from Serene Senior Life. Share this with a friend or family member who might need a little nudge to start taking care of their muscles. Let's keep this community growing, and let's keep building strength, one night at a time. I'll see you in the next video, my friends. Until then, stay strong, stay vibrant, and keep shining.